Assalamualaikum, nama saya Nur Sabia. Saya akan present tentang event handling. First, kita akan tengok pasal event handling. Event are generated as result of user interaction with the graphical user interface component. For example, clicking on a button, moving the mouse, entering a character through keyboard, selecting an item from list, scrolling the page are the activity that cause an event to happen. Delegation model. Model used by Java to handle user interaction with GUI component. Describe how your program can respond to user interface. First, event object. Second, event source. Third, event listener. And then we go to this. A button click is represented as GUI component. When user click the button, the system creates an event object which is the sent to the listener that has been registered from the GUI component. Okay, a method in the event listener is invoked. Now it is the responsibility of the listener to do something in response to the event. Event source. An event source is an object that generates an event. This causes when the internal state of the object changes in some way. Source may generate more than one type of event. A source must register listener in order for the listeners to receive notification about a specific type of event. An event source can have multiple event listener register on it. And then we go to how does an event handler required. First, in the declaration of the event handler class on line of code must specify that the class implement a listener interface. Public class demo class implements action listener. Then we go to any component dot add action listener bracket instance of event handler class. And then last, the coding is public void action performed action the event e, then the code that relate to the action. So, and then how event handling function. Create GUI component, register the listener about object with the GUI component that generate the event. Create an event listener class that contains a method to respond to the event. Then now we go to the important event class and action event. Action listener generated when button is pressed, menu item is selected, list item is double clicked. Mouse event, mouse listener generated when mouse is dragged, moved, clicked, pressed and released, and also when it enter or exit a component. Key event, key listener generate when input is received from keyboard. Item event, item listener generated when checkbox of list item is clicked. Text event, text listener generated when value is text area and text field is changed. Then we see about event listener. It is also called as event handler. The listener is responsible for generating a responds to an event. The listener waits until it has received an event, and once the event is received, the listener processes the event and then return the result. Now we go to event object. The event object defines the changes in state in the event source class. Get source. Re- no. We continue with the, for example, interacting with the graphical interface, such as clicking a button or entering text via keyboard in a text box. Item selection in a list all represent some sort of change in the state. Get source. Return to the source of the event. General form is object get source. ToString. The toString return the string equivalent of the event. And the last one is type of event. Foreground event. This event requires direct interaction of the user. They are generated as consequence of a person interacting with the GUI component. For example, an event may be generated when clicking on a button, moving the mouse, entering a character, through keyboard, selecting an item from list, scrolling the page. Background event. Event may also occur that are not directly caused by interaction with a user interface. For example, an event may be generated when timer expires, counter exceeds a value, software or hardware failure occur, operation is complete. The last one is background event. Event may also occur that are not directly caused by interaction with a user interface. For example, an event may be generated when timer expires, counter exceeds a value, software hardware failure occur, operation is complete. Uh, that's all from me for the event handler. Thank you for watching.